Just play.
Hey, Bursap, spare a glint? A peck of shiny gems? A mark? One who fights for coin? Spare some, will you? Mine's run off. Will it? Pleasure.
Hostilities ended. Now to relax.
Let me out of here! Zen's price. I knew if I banged on this door long enough, someone would come. Look, I really need a helping hand here. Can you spring me out before the trolls come back? No, it was the skeevers. Of course it was the trolls. Me and a few others came down here looking for loot, but the trolls caught us. One by one, they've eaten all my friends. They were saving me for dessert. Yes, cursed. Every last one of them. Their screams were horrid. I was grateful when they stopped. Look here, friend, since everyone else is dead, I got all the loot. If you'll unlock this door and help me back to the surface, I'll share. The lever's on the wall right over there. You're a real lifesaver. Can't tell you how glad I am you happened along. What am I supposed to do? Lie here sobbing until the trolls eat me? Sorry, trolls. No dessert today!
A most gratifying resolution.
Thanks, Barrels. Meet me on the Evermore docks and I'll have your reward.
It's the waiting that's the worst. If Kerbal has some magic cure, why doesn't she just give it to my husband? To all of these poor souls. Are you also waiting to see Kerbal? She's the village's mayor. They say Kerbal can cure any disease, but once cured, you can never leave the village. I'm not sick. That's another strange thing. It's hidden, through the cave up the hill. Kerbal will send for me eventually. But I'm worried. It's forever without him. You'll need to talk to the guard by the cave entrance before you go.
Stop! I must alert the mayor to all new arrivals. Many would. I can't allow everyone into the village, or we'd be overrun by disease. Some say the village can cure everything, but that's definitely not true. We're very selective. You seem healthy enough, though. What's your business? His case came up today, so your timing is excellent. I'll signal ahead that you're coming in. We ask that you don't stray from the town once you pass the cave. The woods beyond the village aren't safe.
Welcome to our humble village. Not many find us by accident, yet I smell no illness upon you. May I ask what brings you here, if not the cure? Ah, Renoir sent you then. He need not wait outside any longer. Draven will soon be inducted into the village. I'll see to it the guard lets him know. I apologize, but you are an outsider. It's impossible for you to fully understand, but... suffice to say that those who are cured must stay in the village. It is for our...
Forgive me for not getting up. It's been a long day, and I'm ravenous. Is there something you need? Are you new too? He's such a silly one. Of course I am. Now that Kerbel's agreed to cure me. He can come to the village now the first week's over. Is he still suspicious of these fine folk in the village, I wonder? Ah, I'm afraid I can't talk about it. The village prides itself on privacy.
Draven, what's going on? No one will tell me a thing.
Come and sit, dear. Everything will be all right.
I can't be the only one who thinks something strange is going on. Kerbel and the lot of them. There's some kind of cult.
Renoir, let it rest. Soon I'll be better. Isn't that
I don't trust anyone in this town. Why won't they tell me exactly what the cure is? Why can't we leave town afterwards? And if they have a remedy, why can't they? Draven's desperate for a cure. He'll believe anything, anyone. I know you've got your own business, but I could use someone on my side. If you could have a look around, or maybe ask people about this place. I don't know. I'm at a loss. Thank you. I'll talk to Kerbel directly and see if she'll tell me anything. So far, she's kept all the details to herself, and you can see what Draven's like. When you have something concrete, let me know. It'd do a lot to ease my mind.
I heard that troublemaker, Captain. You're new, aren't you? I saw you leaving the guest house. I can't...
Why don't you leave us alone? We came here to get away from people like you. Threatening me, are you? Look, I didn't invite you to talk to me. No one's making you stay.
It hurts! The change! Oh, the change is coming, and I can't stop it! Oh, Kerbel promised me that she could help! I'm a werewolf! Oh, God, I said it!
Please, don't leave yet. Can I talk to you? It's past. I'm so ashamed. The feeling I'm going through my first change soon.
That's not right. Something strange is going on in this town. You've seen it, haven't you? They just took Draven away for their initiate. There's a winding path just past the village. Kerbel and a handful of others took him up that way. They said they didn't have a spare robe for me or some such nonsense. Enough for both of us? No? Then you use them as a disguise. Kerbel's too familiar with my face by now, and she'll recognize me whatever I wear. They're binding him to the village forever. I don't understand yet. Make them stop before it's too late. Keep out of sight. They wouldn't even allow me to watch.
No turning back now, Draven. You are a part of this village now. Don't be alarmed. Soon the pain will subside.
No. Stop. You're in my head.
Don't interrupt the ritual. No! I've lost control!
Draven! Come back!
You've endangered us all with your meddling. Well? Yes, we all are, in fact. That's why he came to us. I can suppress the lycanthropic tendencies of the disease. The ritual you interrupted was to seal Draven's form, to protect him as well as the village. We must find him. The ritual might still work if we catch him in time to complete the binding. If not, then we must save the town above all. Go after him.
What's happened? Some of the people in the town are acting strangely. What? That was his disease all along? Why didn't he tell me? We have to go after him. Kerbal has a lot of explaining to do. Sealing his form? What does that even mean?
Everyone, stay calm. We will soon have this back in hand. Keep faith, my friends. Renoir, bring Draven to the town hall. Stranger, come with me. Some of the townsfolk have already turned back into their werewolf form. The spell is breaking faster than I thought. Draven must complete the ritual. Yes, he's not the first to fail, but it's very rare. Those who don't complete the ritual usually die immediately, by their own hand or someone else's. Nevertheless, it's better than the alternative. He may not see me as an ally, thanks to your interference. He may only remember how much pain I caused. This is your fault, so you must fix it.
Where am I? It was like I fell asleep, but then there was this terrible pain. I remember you. You're the one who helped. I see the truth. Power calls me. No one can stop me. Kill. Eat! There is no fear, only... No, don't let her. I don't want this anymore. I've seen what she does to the people in this village. She takes their minds, puts them under her control. I'll have to learn to control myself, but it's not impossible. I've had lycanthropy for a while now, and I know the signs. It'll be much easier now that Renoir knows the truth. Thank you. Poor Renoir. I'm so sorry.
I've heard enough! I'll be outside. What will happen to Draven now? I don't understand any of this. Her too? That explains it. Kerbal has a spell over this entire town. These people are all mindless drones. If we're to save Draven, we must break this spell for good. I think I know what to do. The gate on this side of town leads to a cave entrance. It was guarded the last time I saw it, but with half the town gone, maybe we can get through. Kerbal doesn't want anyone up there. We've got to destroy whatever she's hiding on the hill.
How do you drive this thing?
Remember, Draven isn't quite himself yet, and in this state, he endangers the entire town.
Yeah! 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 A most gratifying resolution.
Quiet. I think I hear something. I'm glad we put a stop to this madness. And look, Draven knows me. He knows both of us. Draven needs to learn how to control his power. I don't know where we'll go while he does. Somewhere far away from anyone else, where no one will question us. If this is the life we must lead together, there's a lot I don't understand about what happened, but at least Draven and I are together.
What did you get? Any more? I need some tea.
Walker, do you have a moment to help out? One of my bosses, Skyward Eyes, ran into these ruins, seeking some magic travel altar to whisk her out of Hammerfell. She ran up that tower over... could be anything. Last time this happened, she fled from Wayrest because she thought the rain was dissolving her hide.
Ah, good, you are not a Daedra. They are this one's enemies, and must not hear this one's plans to escape the vampire. Happy day! Help this one perform the rite that will enable escape from the vampire skeevers. That is why Imperials invade Bankorai, you know. Vampire skeev... This one finds one of 2 runestones needed for Arlimahera's altar. That is an ancient Redguard device to get the user, me, safely out of Hammerfell. Will good-looking new friend get second runestone? The rune of... This one marks...
you dare stop this ritual to walk line? You will burn! How imposing! I'll burn you to cinders!
Not a young man.
Rise, little fool, rise and burn! Perish in flame!
Seems a waste of time.
New good-looking friend has returned. Finally. This one? Hello. This one needs to go to a safe place away from vampire skeevers. It works. This one feels it. To Reaper's March, this one goes.
So, where is Skyward Eyes? Did the Daedra... Reaper's March. You're pulling this one's hind leg. Did she say where in... No, wait.
What does Crazy Eye see here? Another shame skin? Good. These Knights of St. Pellen need all the help they can get. Are you living in a dog's den? Imperial skirmishers have been raiding this camp, stealing the Knights' supplies. This one and friends were just passing through, but the Bandari helped when they... Bah! If the Knights appreciated the Bandari, they'd fatten this one's purse. Crazy Eye doesn't like to work for free, do you? Or maybe since you're not Bandari, they'll pay you. Tell the Knight Commander.
There's a sight for a sore eye. Someone who looks like they can spill blood for a righteous cause. The Imperials have just about licked us. I've only got a few knights left who are fit to fight. I've had to recruit them. Frankly, this place isn't easy to defend. It was originally just a little two-man outpost, here to guard the road. With enemies to the north and south, we decided to increase our presence here. Turns out that was a mistake. For starters, it drew knights away from the garrison. By St. Pellen's beard. Try not to let that bend.
Greetings. Normally, I would take pride in telling you that I am the most worldly Bandari merchant in old Tamriel. I would present you with a lavish display of the amazing variety of goods I have to offer, but I cannot do that today. Not everything, but I did see some of our goods in the last raid. Me and the other Bandari were busy helping the knights defend the barricades. We didn't see the Imperials slip into our tents and steal our most valuable possessions. Do they? Did Knight Commander Sherilyn send you over to ask this of me? Can she not even show Silver Paws the respect of asking herself? Of course not. Now you speak the language of the Bandari. You must understand everything we sell we either buy somewhere else, or we pay for the materials we use to craft it. We cannot afford to...
Thought we were troll food. Silver Paws takes care of us. He would have been so proud of Deep Swimmer. We made... Yes, they are needed, aren't they? Silver Paws knew they would be. The trolls weren't the only threat Deep Swimmer found here, though. This one agrees.
The herbalists weren't lying, Knight Commander.
How do you know?
This one saw the Imperials with her own 2 eyes.
Headed towards the crossing? How many?
This one didn't count them, but there were many.
Time to make our stand, then. Tell the other Bandari to be ready. St. Pellin's blood. I'm glad you're still here. Fobbing Imperials. I figured we had at least another day or 2 before they'd be back. The poultice has helped, but there's not a knight here who's... They're here. And right now, I'm damn glad of it. The cats are all carrying Alessian bows, too. I just hope those bows still shoot straight. Either way, their arrows will only do so much. If you're willing, I put you on the line, too. The Imperials are coming from the lake, so the worst of it will be at the northeast gate.
If it isn't the 5-clawed walker who saved our herbalists, Crazy Eye is very impressed. The worst, or the best, depending on your perspective, Walker. It's your turn to be impressed now. Crazy Eye has her... Crazy Eye. Here they come! Don't worry, Crazy Eye has your back. Stand strong, Walker. Crazy Eye sees more Imperials coming. More coming. Come to Crazy Eye with donkey's shaved skin. Ha ha ha! They're turning back. Spotless fighting, Walker. Sharp claws!
Well, that went better than expected. Not one breach of our perimeter. Guess those Bandari are good at something more than just swindling. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. The Knights of St. Pellin are indebted to those cats. Now's our chance to end this, though. To make sure those raiders never show their faces here again. How would you feel about pressing out? They're in retreat now, but they couldn't have pushed off from the shore yet. I say we burn their boats, or rather you burn their boats if you're up for it. That's what I like to hear.
More as many tentacles.
Take a port.
Bandari scouts said they could see the flames from here. Let's celebrate! Yes, I think I judged the Bandari too soon. Silverpaws is actually quite a gentleman. Or is it a gentle cat? I just hope he doesn't expect me to pay for this mead. No way. This one's on the house, and by the...
A prosperous discovery. Much to learn from that one.
Twitching tentacles. I'm glad that's done.
A most auspicious find.
More as many tentacles.
This can't be right. Reachman in the grotto. Why has Hircine allowed this to happen? The grotto belongs to the Glenmoral Weird as a temple to Hircine. The Reachman got past our watch and turned our bear guardians against us and destroyed our protective wards. Their leader, Bernark, seeks a Briarheart from Hircine. Unless the bear spirits power the wards, we can't enter our own temple. Without the wards, the bears are wild, and we can't reach the altar to ask Hircine why he abandoned us. You must be near an active ward upon the bear's death. The ward will empower you when you are close, so the bear's spirit will sense it and know where to go. Otherwise, the spirit is more likely to simply ascend, to be reunited with the earth.
I'm glad that's done.
The wards are back, and the bears are no longer hostile to us. Now we'll call upon Hircine, and find out why he's forsaken us. As you restored the wards, you are now a part of the grotto's life too. Therefore, I will ask you to perform a necessary role in our sacrifice. We need a still-beating heart. You've offered to assist us? I asked you to be the ultimate sacrifice to save the grotto. You are the key to reaching Hircine.
No! By rights, I should be the one to take the blade. I'm the one who failed.
Nyroni, no! This person has already offered to help us.
The sacrifice should come from the Weird, and I'm the one responsible.
Lene, she's right. The heart of a stranger compared to a self-sacrifice? Hircine is bound to hear an answer.
But we need 3 for the ritual. She can't do it.
The outsider can do it. Only 2 of us are required for the prayers.
I won't allow it.
You've no choice. Do you want this to succeed or fail? Nyroni is ready and willing. You know we're right.
As much as I hate to admit it, Tyria is right. Nyroni's willing sacrifice is priceless compared to yours. I raised her, you know. We found her abandoned. A lost child that the wood kept safe until we discovered her. Much more than that. We're tied through both a familial bond and the forest itself. We may seem callous to outsiders, but we're closely knit. What we ask of you is not to be taken lightly. This is a serious and sensitive matter. Understood? I hope so. Take this ceremonial dagger. It's well sharpened to ensure swift work. Tyria and I will perform the ritual. Once prepared, you must act quickly to cut out the heart of Nyroni and place it on the altar. Not after falling so far out of Hircine's favor. Believe me, if there were another way, a way to spare Nyroni's life, I'd do it. Wyrus Nyroni's sacrifice should be the extra edge we need to call upon. Good. Wait for me. We're ready. Now cut out her heart. Put her heart in the bowl on the altar.
A worthy offering.
What is it you
My
seek?
prince, we seek to know why.
Silence, pray. I speak not to the weak, but to the one who took the heart.
This one interests me. Come, speak to me.
You are not mere prey, mortal. Yet you aid the weird who still lick their wounds of defeat. Their fall to Branark and his reachmen lost them my favor. To earn it back, you must prove yourself a true hunter. To start, a hunter's challenge of skill. Hunt my aspects within my hunting grounds, a shade of this realm and my own. Prove yourself worthy of my favor. Only then will you earn the chance to retake the grotto for the weird. I will place you there. When you've won, if you've won, return to the shrine. I will be there as the spirit of the hunt.
I'm not sure how much time I have, but thank you for what you've done. My sacrifice is nothing compared to your brave strength, speed. Good luck, Hunter. It's time for me to pass on and rejoin the site.
So you've succeeded. Impressive. Few best the aspects. Already you yearn for the next hunt. I've 2 hunters and 1 grotto. To the victor goes the spoils. Find Brannock and rip the briar heart from his chest. Prove yourself the true hunter, and he the prey. And the grotto is yours. Should you prove yourself the victor, bring the Reachman's fledgling briar heart back to the altar. I will speak to you one last time, if you succeed.
A final challenge for us both. Doubtful. I defeated the Weird. I'll defeat you just as easily. The power of the Briarheart will be mine permanently. Soon, I'll retake Evermore, and all the land which once belonged to my people. Your kind will be stamped out, and that's what you think. Come and get me. The Briarheart, this grotto Evermore, and all these petty kingdoms will be mine.
What happened? Has Hirsine asked something of you? You've proven yourself a true hunter. And Brannock? What of him? Only one Supreme Hunter would be left. And with Brannock defeated, we can take back the grotto. Go, and luck be on your side. We'd assist, but it would be forbidden.
Can't take a portal?
I'll show her the better hunter he is. I'll take your heart as a bride.
Meritorious move.
Your victory will be remembered. We could feel the death of Brannock through the earth. Thank you for making our sister's death worth it. We're in your debt. We still have a lot of work to do, cleaning out the remaining Reachmen and regaining the full trust of the Bears. We can feel the connection returning, but there's no telling what damage has already been done, and how long it will take to undo. Now please, return the Briarheart to Hirsine.
Ah, the proven hunter. I see you have the Briarheart, torn from the chest of the Reachman. His punishment for failure is to roam the hunting grounds as prey. His chest, a gaping hollow, a reminder of his weakness. Consider it returned. The grotto belongs to the Weird once again, but more importantly, to you. I'll be watching you, mortal. A larger hunt looms in your future. One I'll watch with great interest.
At least I still have my manuscript about Alakir to write. Except you. Don't I know you? It's so dark in here, and I'm simply too tired to think. Alas, the world might be denied my brilliance. Isn't it amazing how we all ask ourselves such questions? Really, it's all Azai at Oinok's fault. He's my guide. Or he was. I have no way of knowing where he could be now. But I was here to tour the ruins. That is why you're here, isn't it? Giuliano's truth! Such ignorance is breathtaking. If you'll help me find out what has happened to Azai at Oinok, I will tell you all about the ruins. If he's dead, I would want to take back the wages I'd paid him, at the very least.
anyone hear me? Help me!
Cut me down before the spiders return. Poisoned by spiders. Be careful. As we entered this passage, I stopped for a moment, and Herminia's sophist continued on. Before I could turn around, a very large spider bit my leg, and I fell, unable to defend myself. I am tired, and my muscles ache, but I am otherwise in good health. Had you not come along, however, there is a reason he hired a guide. I've heard him. Yes, for my duty is to protect innocents from predation. A spider's poison wears off, but research and collection by the untrained can never be healed. I see Herminia's sophist walks with you. You will share my wage for doing my job.
Herminia's sophist.
Extraordinary.
What happened to
Astounding.
you? Are
Congratulations.
in a terrible state.
Oh, you're still here. I don't suppose you'd be willing to help me on another grand adventure. I've been unable to research this site properly before moving on, but my travel arrangements are already made. My editor gave me a list of other scholars who have gone missing here, presumably to frighten me. Aminyas and Deshri are their names. I want you to search for their... Aminyas may have been a xenophobic, dour old elf, but he's at least thorough in his arguments. As for Morgal Deshri, it might help to inject some romance into the piece, since the woman was so obviously taken with King Jolie. Of course not. I intend to recompile their research into my own words and add whatever conclusions suit my opinion. Don't you know anything about the way academic writing is penned? I can't believe this could possibly be taking you so long. How? You found the notes? Oh, superb. I'm sure I can cobble these together and keep the hive. Now all I have to do is locate that wildlife specimen.
I have been watching out for you. It must be quite an honor to have the High King awaiting your arrival. King Emmerich thought you would be here ahead of him, but he has waited for you nonetheless. Not terribly long, but long enough that he has formulated a plan of attack. This plan requires someone to take quite a bit of risk. I tried to volunteer for the duty, but he insists that you be the one. So I wish you good luck, my friend.
There you are. If you expected to find us scaling the walls already, I'm sorry to disappoint. Don't get me wrong. We considered taking a stab at it, but with our limited numbers, I don't really think that... Well, let's see. We have this sewer entrance here that the Imperials don't seem to know about. And then, well, we have you, of course. I'm thinking to base our attack strategy around that. What do you say? Yes. Sometimes victory means getting dirty, and that's quite literally true here. A passage in the sewers leads to the gatehouse. If you'll open the main gate, we can get into the garrison without having to scale the walls, and just so you know, while you're slogging through sewage, we won't be napping out here. We'll go ahead and assault the main gate. It'll create a good distraction. It'll also mean that if you fail, we'll all die. Just so you know.
chain! Drive the bastards back or put them down!
I quite forgot how it feels. The rush of blood to the head, the sound and fury of battle. So what if I put on a few years? This is where I belong. I'm going to take back this garrison. I've captured a few keeps in my day, and I've learned the hard way. Whoever holds the courtyard holds the keep. So I'm going to seal our grip on this space. We should also hit the barracks, though, before the Imperials get their greaves on. Yes, but I'm not saying to slaughter a bunch of half-dressed soldiers. We're not Reachmen for Mara's sake. No, I'm hoping some of our knights are imprisoned there, and you can free them. We need all the swords we can get. After we've got the courtyard under control, we'll meet you up there. Oh, and if you see Septima Tharn or any of her commanders, feel free to take them down. I'd love to kill the old witch myself, but you're better.
Fascinating encounter.
It's a damn good thing you came out. I was just about to charge in there and find you myself. If I had died, it would have been your fault. You don't want the death of a king on your head, do you? Gods, I probably shouldn't jest like that, not around Argella. Poor thing. There's no telling what these twisted Imperial bastards might have done with King Eamonn's corpse. He was about to be entombed here when the garrison fell. The royal crypt. All of Bankorai's rulers are buried there, to keep eternal vigil and such. The Imperials are doing something horrific in there. It's where they've formed their last line of defense. Whatever they're doing, I need you to stop them. East, across the bridge behind me. They're just throwing conscripts at us to keep us from getting across. They'll run out of fodder eventually. But if you'll lead the charge across on your way to the crypt, we can take the bridge now.
will see soon enough.
When you went below into the crypts, this foul, icy fog rolled in. The earth shook, and those dolmen emerged from the ground beneath our feet. We retreated here to I'm afraid the giant Daedric anchors from the sky issue is more your speciality than my own. A wise leader knows how to delegate, my father used to say. He may have died in his cups, but the man knew his aphorisms. What could be more kingly?
Bankarai is mine, mortal. You cannot possibly protect it. Your king and queen will soon be slaves in Cold Harbor.
Of their sacrifice. Be grateful and be proud.
We have the bastards on the run now. Come, Margella. Come, experience the joy of watching your enemies flee from battle.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't think we could retake the garrison. I expected to die here. I was even looking forward to it. But my heart is filled with happiness right now. Not for myself, but for... Well, of course the war is far from over, but we've won a crucial battle. Definitely gave the Imperials a black eye. And Evermore is safe. I should return there, but I have a feeling Emmerich will want to press on to liberate southern Bankarai. Whether it's wise or not isn't for me to say. All I can say is that if Emmerich wants to push on, I hope you will go with him. It's clear that any undertaking you're a part of is more than likely to succeed.
We gave the Imperials a healthy kick in the buttocks, didn't we? I bet they don't stop running until they're behind the walls of Harlin's Stand. We will have to go after them, of course. For one thing, I still haven't seen Septima. I just have to find out how the years have treated the old girl. There's also the matter of liberating southern Bankarai. It's Covenant territory, you know. One grain of sand at a time, my friend. It's true we don't have the troops to go traipsing off into the desert, but one person can scout Harlin's Stand and see if Septima's there. Of course, you can go to Harlin's Stand. Fabulous idea. Yes, my friend. The key to driving the Imperials out of southern Bankarai will be finding and eliminating the Magus General. If you'll track Septima down, we'll be halfway done.
They're everywhere. I don't know where they came from. I didn't see them until I grabbed a bucket to douse the flames, and then it attacked me. The Daedra. My fortunes have never looked like... Look down the road. My house is on fire, and Daedra roam free. I don't know where my family... Take this bucket. The well's between the houses, but beware those foul creatures. I tripped running away from them and injured my own arm. 3 houses are ablaze. Please, put out the fires before Look for my fiancée, Milta.
You there. You there. Do you scout for the Imperial invaders? Is that why you passed this way? Captain Helenus and her Imperial troops stole the old tower right from under us. We returned from our patrol to find the position taken by Imperial runts. They must have known we were weak. They must have been warned. Doesn't matter now, does it? The Imperials got in, and the border post is lost. I have a dying request. Bring me the helm of Captain Helenus. In trying to retake Old Tower, I have won only my death. But there is still honor. I can think of nothing but taking Captain Hellenus' helm. It will rally Covenant troops to this camp. If I die while you are gone, that is Moloch's will. As long as my death has honor, I have no sorrow in its coming. My sister wives, Shagrum...
Yeah!
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 Pardon my manners, I can't rise to bow. I'm afraid I'm not as spry as I was. Won't be for a while. Tried to infiltrate the Imperial camp. Falsify their orders. Wanted to send them far from here. It was a great plan, but flawed, for I am not the man I once was. They once called me the Sly Scarab, but my given name is Mazrahil. Other questions must wait. Those orders are of paramount importance. If you get them, I can hobble unnoticed to the ruins below the gate and await... Imperials and Beetles both have surly dispositions and sharp implements, but you must persevere. The future of Bankarai may rest on your shoulders. Once I catch my breath, I'll meet you at the ruins. Fast and effective. Onsi has blessed me with a capable ally in my time of need. Now let's take a look at what you found, and we'll learn if fortune continues to favor us today. The 7th Legion soldiers here have been ordered to find and loot the dwarven city of Volenfell for an ancient device their Chancellor seeks. I've forged new orders that will send them back to Cyrodiil instead, but they lack an official seal. I hope you mean, how can you get one? If you can find an Imperial officer's signet, that will serve the purpose. They're carried by Legion officers, of which there are 2. Lieutenant Corvinus and Lieutenant Voteprix at this camp. Here are the phony orders. Just place them into the dispatch chest in the command tent by the tower, with the Imperial officer's signet folded inside them. If you can make this work, we'll send those Legionnaires back to where they came from.
Have an accord.
That was intellectually stimulating.
Excellent. But we can always do better. More funding for our research.
drive this thing.
Glad one of us is still nimble. I couldn't get any further up the slope than this. In the confusion of your violent entry and exit, they won't notice their papers were disturbed. Of course. And because of your actions here, they will never find the magic weapon Chancellor Thorn wants. That's good news for the Covenant, and possibly for all of Tamriel. Why, we're heroes! Go. Don't worry about me. My faith's been justified this day more times than I care to count. I'll be better presently, but this is the last adventure for the sly scarab.
Captain Wardouche could not wait for you to return. My sister gave him an end befitting a warrior. Keep the helmet of his foe. We do not need reminders of this folly. Yes, once his suffering was greater than his need to see his revenge made manifest. Keep the trophy if you wish. The idea that waving a stolen hat would somehow restore the old tower to us was nothing but a dying orc's folly.
Come on! Hold it. You're not working for the Imperials, are you? You have an air of honesty about you. I'll have to trust you. These folks are leaving Bankerai, and I need your help. Imperials attacked and stole some of their valuables. I have a list. Nothing big or heavy. Thank you. Our headquarters are...
Yeah!
Time for tea, then. We can't take a portal.
Back already, eh? I'm sure my charges are happy to know you tried, even if you couldn't get their things back. We'll be able to head out now. You did? I mean, good, good. Well now, hopefully we can pack up and move out before another Imperial patrol finds us. Yes, thank you for your help.
Like to brew up...
Well, what did you get? That could prove useful in our work.
Perhaps a tactical approach.
with you.
fortuitous. Have an accord. Onward and upward.
Do not concern yourself with me. My wounds are only You do? I was told the Knights of St. Pellen might return it, but with the attack on the garrison, I had given up. This is beyond amazing. I know King Faharajad will be grateful, and all Sentinel will be thrilled at the return of the Memory Stone. It is a sacred relic, you know. I will tell the king your name, so he will know who did this.
For centuries I languished, trapped in the husk of that cold machine. My dear Clathscar, he only wanted us to be together. But once I was in the machine, I watched as he died, alone and miserable. I envied him, though, for I knew I would be trapped in the Centurion. And for centuries I was, until you freed me. You have my gratitude. I will rest now. Join my...
What do you want?
I was wondering if you were going to make it. I hired one of these little boats to ferry me down the bay. Whatever it takes to get as far away from that troll's den as possible. I sold some of the troll's loot, of course. I suppose you're here looking for your cut. You certainly deserve it. Best of luck to you, friend.
Apocrypha, take you!
If we must.
Out here! It's me, Shallan! Help! I'm surrounded! Please, help me. I saw you douse the fire. He showed up after the Imperials marched through. Vysetus. He's summoning more and more Daedra. He gathered those who survived the first Daedric attacks, but he took the others up the hill, behind that rock outcropping. Please, save them.
And now, adventure.
Bless you, bless you.
My joy, my heart, Milta lives. Though who knows when I will be able to provide her and her father safe. Milta and I will marry. We'll rebuild our homes here once the Daedra leave. And of course, Shallan will live with us. None of this would be possible without your help. Yeah!
That lunatic woman, Sepp himself wouldn't step in her shadow. I'd stay off this path, lest she demand something. A madwoman named Lady Laurent. She hired me and the Alikir to guide her through the desert, but this is as far as I go for her. She's already lost one of her traveling companions. Ask her. I didn't stick around to hear her explanations. Though excuses would be a better word. Everything is...
My expedition is ruined. One catastrophe after another. Oh, we meet again. You wouldn't happen to be interested in performing a few light duties, would you? I'm conducting research into ancient Yokuden ruins to see what light they cast on modern Redguard society. Fascinating, but not without peril. An alchemical experiment led to my assistant becoming, incapacitated. But I hope to recover him. Oh, quite. Stibbins should recover once I reverse the process. All my supplies are at my new camp, through these ruins. We'll need to get some things here, then go to my first camp at the dig site, which, unfortunately, has been overrun by goblins. Goblins? Certainly not. I've been studying the local gargoyles. I believe they're the key to certain Yokuden myths and legends. It's my own theory. Now, I'll need you to retrieve my supplies, and then perform Stibbins' duties in his absence. My alchemical gear is at the new camp through these ruins. You'll have to find where Stibbins set it up. Let's get on with it, shall we? Stibbins isn't going to revive himself. Yes, most satisfactory. Stibbins would have dusted them off as well, but one mustn't be choosy, must one? Now, off to our first camp at the dig site. I'm back, Stibbins. Glad to see you haven't run off anywhere. What a hodgepodge. How is one supposed to find anything in here? Please, pay me no mind. I didn't expect to react so strongly to seeing poor Stibbins in this state. I suppose you should know the truth. Ancient inscriptions here described some unique alchemical processes, which I tried to duplicate. Yes, but I'm certain I can restore him if we find his, my notes. Stibbins put them in a safe place somewhere in this camp. I'm sure you can find them.
Libations are on you next time.
Julianos' his little teapot. Where could they be? Oh, praise the divines. You're a lifesaver, Stibbins. I mean, whatever your name is. At any rate,
Ah, yes. Now I recall how it was. Stendar smite them. The goblins took my reagents. It would serve them right. I need, so we can... These writings are very old indeed. How gratifying. I'll have this in an instant. Curious one. I must have missed it on my first pass. You're rather useful in your own way. Meritorious work. Now, according to my notes, I just need to combine... Indeed it is. It's up to you to administer it, of course. You should probably pour it into whatever noisome slumgullion they're brewing up. Oh yes, his name...
Still as the stone that walks. Yes. They remember, you know. Hearken, Wayfarer. They were here before the walls rose, and they are here after. And yet, there are no dunes.
You see? Quite maddening. And all I have to go on are... The Yokudan inscriptions are mysterious. Frankly, I'm baffled by them. But Mare has dropped hints that he knows what they mean. I'm sure he could tell me what I want to know. If I could only figure out how to give him what he wants, the answer to the riddle of the inscriptions. He'll tell me my answer if I'll...
You have answers. Answers are more... A riddle? No. 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 Air.
The tongue! Of course! Arkay's beard. Could anything be more disgusting than this gargoyle's tongue? Oh, one must make the best of it, I suppose. Now, how to prepare the... That's why I had you dose the goblin's stew. Do pay attention. Several of them must have been petrified by now. I've prepared several versions of the antidote. I'll need you to apply it to the petrified goblin. I shall have to somehow drag Stibbins back to the other camp. It's
it's a bother, but there's no help for it. Once you've observed the results of your trials, meet me back there.
That's done. What's next?
Did you use all of them? I do hope you paid close attention to their effects. That's just what I was counting on. Right. Now I know how to adjust the concoction to make a working antidote. Oh, soon Stibbins will be right as rain, thanks to my brains and your brawn. Now see here. Your lack of confidence in me is quite unjustified. I know exactly what I'm doing. All right, stand back. I've no doubt these results will be spectacular. Now, if my calculations are correct, they should take effect almost immediately.
Oh, by Xanathar, I have an acute throbbing in my cranium. Could this be what a hangover is like? Possibly, though I'd like to take time for a more detailed inspection. How long was I asleep? Is Lady Laurent all right? A statue? Are you jesting? No, I can see you're serious. I recall nothing. I seem to be intact, although perhaps a trifle stiff in the joints. I could certainly use a strong...
There. See, I told you. Indeed I am. I know you may not have much experience taking risks like this, but sometimes you just have to follow your instincts. Regardless, I owe you my thanks. Why, if Stibbins were stuck as a statue forever, I don't know what I'd do. I think we have accomplished quite a bit in this short time. With Stibbins rescued and our notes gathered, I think it's time we returned to civilization and compiled our conclusions. It will be a scholarly sensation.
It is my wife, my beautiful Adina. Something dark claimed her, Wayfarer. It's using her, like a puppet. By Tawaka's breath, I think it might be Daedra. It's been luring people into the ruins. Oh, stranger, you are kind beyond measure. I called upon Adina's twin sister Izara 2 days ago. She's a powerful mage, you see. I hope you can find her.
Damn these spiders. Najan. He finds yet another person to do a husband's work for him. Pathetic. Don't concern yourself with my wounds. The door to the ruins has been sealed by an Ayleid spell key. You must destroy the focus stones protecting it so we can get in. I thank you for your concern, but I am well versed in restorative magics. I will recover quickly. Mephalah's web grows tighter by the minute. Meet me at the spell key in the center of the ruins once you've destroyed the 4 focus stones. Good luck.
That was intellectually stimulating.
I have to. Please, I need your help. We were patrolling the ruins. Rumor was that Red Guard insurgents were camped out here storing food and supplies. It didn't take long for the spiders to find us. Soldiers started disappearing, one at a time. We've no time to request help from our troops in Hollandstand, and the soldiers will die unless someone saves them. The spiders trussed their victims up and dragged them deeper into the ruins. We'll pay you for your help. Thank you. Take this ice rune. Captain Jamel gave it to me to freeze the webs trapping the others. It should make them brittle enough for our soldiers to break free.
Grind this thing.
I was done for.
I thought I'd never escape.
But why wells? The meteoric iron lining the heart of these installations is exceedingly rare. Of all the shapes they could have forged, why this one?
My soldiers have been returning one at a time. Some still complain of numbness. Some are half blind. But they're alive. That's what matters. Yes, of course. To oblivion with this whole campaign folly and the 7th Legion. As you can see, my men are securing their gear and preparing for the march back to Cyrodiil. It's a long journey, but it'll be good to fight where we're needed.
You made it. And now that the focus stones are destroyed, I can deal with this in front of you made it. And now that the focus stones are destroyed, I can deal with this infernal spell key. We should be able to enter the ruin. As I said before, the spell key is a brittle and aged relic. I'll weave a simple enchantment, and that should be the end of it. The spell key is going to become unstable. The effects may be explosive. Now, We have some grim business to discuss. I pray that you will have the strength of will. It's the ritual. I did not have the heart to speak of it before, but I can't put it off any longer. That fool Najan told me that the Daedra has been abducting people. It is, no doubt, collecting. Yes, it plans to summon its true form here, to Mundus. It will need living sacrifices to do so. We have to deprive it of those living offerings. Please, do not think of it as murder. Look around. These people were dragged below by some of the most venomous spiders in all of Tamriel. The toxins they were injected with, victims do not recover from such encounters. None. They are beyond help. I beg you to look on this as a kindness. Their souls will find more comfort in Aetherius, I assure you. Take my talisman. It will make it easier. Use it on any victims you find, be a true hero, and set them free. That should do it. We can enter the ruins now.
Ow.
Nexiel, please! I beg you for Morwa's mercy. Release my sister! Oh, stranger. The woman you are escorting. Oh, Wayfarer, she is not my sister. The Daedra annex you. Yes, I'm sorry. Forgive me. When my sister heard that I had been taken by a Daedra, she came to rescue me. I was possessed for, I don't know, hours, days, weeks? My memory, it's nothing but screaming and dancing shadow. It's all so foggy, muddled. She drew the creature out of me and into herself. She was gritting her teeth and screaming. Oh, it was... Yes, yes, Wayfarer, just so.
Silence, creature. Adina's the one possessed. The Daedra is trying to trick you. Don't believe its lies.
No, you must believe me. You can't let it finish the ritual. You can't.
So long as that thing lives, so does the ritual. You have to kill it to end this.
Please, listen to me. If the ritual completes, who knows how many innocent lives may be lost?
We can't wait any longer. She's already free of her bonds. Please, in Rupka's name, use the talent. Have I not earned your trust? I've had countless opportunities to attack you, to slay you, but I haven't. Did I not tell you that Mephala is the Prince of Secrets? Look into your heart. Have you been wrong this whole time? Is your compass that broken?
Listen to me, Wayfarer, please. That is not my sister. Not anymore. You can't believe, because what I'm saying is true. Oh, I've never been good at speaking my mind. If there was, I would have told you already. What's that in your hand? Is that her talisman? In my trance, I heard a voice. When it wasn't screaming, it whispered about a talisman. Here!
Ah, bravo, mortal. Your powers of perception are strong indeed. Unfortunately, twins share the same blood. How vexing. Pity I didn't think of it sooner. It might have saved us all a great deal of talk. The ritual is complete. And my first act will be to reclaim my body and destroy you.
Tawaka's breath. What have we done? I don't know. I thought it needed me. But Azara was my twin. We were bound by blood. Yes, it might still be weak from the summoning.
Another thread cut, yet the
Much to
loom
learn from that.
spins on. And now you think yourself free of the web. What a delightful fiction. Oh yes, come closer. How strong you look with my minion's blood on your hands. I would have thought someone as mighty and well-traveled as you might already know. I am Mephala, the Lady of Whispers. A fair question. I don't often come to greet those who would slay my servants. But you, oh, there's something different about you. The scarred wrists of a cold harbor slave, yet such a regal bearing. Trying to do? Oh, no. You strong, beautiful fool. Do you think she failed? A marriage ruined, a sister slain, souls lost, families broken. What a predictably mortal question. Small, great, the same. Each thread tugs the other. Petty jealousy, an unintended...
Did you kill that thing? That sounds like an ill omen. Mephala spoke to you? The Daedric Prince? I hope for your sake that it was something else. Let's get out of here. I can't bear to stay here any longer. Have you seen my husband, Najan? We should go to him. In all our long years together, I never raised my voice or called him out on a lie. I cooked his food, I cleaned his shirts, I minded his goats with... Yes, I want him to know about the suffering. My suffering and my sister's. For once in my life, I want him to truly see...
Adina? Oh, Adina, my love. Thank thee you're safe.
Hold your miserable tongue, Snake. I'll not hear more of your lies.
Adina, it was all my fault. I know. Zet's tears, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I didn't...
You lusted after a Daedra, you filthy cur! A Daedra! After all I've done, all I've sacrificed, for you!
I know. I know I failed you. Failed us. But if you'd only...
No, Najan. I will not. Perhaps if you come and face the monster yourself, but instead, you sent my sister? Zara is dead because of you.
Dead? By the 8, Adina.